when I remember being in like maybe I think it was my junior year of high school. We had lost to Shoreham again in the playoffs. And I just remember I tore my ACL in ninth grade. And I just remember after that game, I was like sobbing in my room. Like I was sitting on my bed and my mom was sitting on my bed with me, and we were just talking, barely talking, but I was sobbing. And I was just like, and I remember vividly saying, what if I never win? And like, I remember just like tears coming down, being psychotic. But I remember those words saying, what if I never win? What if I never win? And I think that was when I just remember like how much it hurt me whenever I lost. Like you just never get used to it. And it's because you pour your heart and soul into it. And I remember being like, you know, why does this person who I know I know I give more than her. I know that I'm sacrificing more. I know I'm working harder. I know that this person is not outworking me, and they get to be on that team that wins the Long Island Championship, you know, or they get to be, they get to win, you know? And I was just like, I just remember feeling like, you know, no one worked harder. It wasn't fair that people got to win that didn't work hard or that didn't work as hard as I was. And, you know, if I could go back, I just remember, and when I think about my time at Northwestern, I think of that, like that actually happened. Like we didn't win a national championship. And I think back to that question, and it's just so clear that like it's so worth it. It's still worth it, you know? And something that I always think about is something our strength coach said to us was, you know, don't seek happiness, seek fulfillment. And that's something that I feel like I really developed the understanding of at my time at Northwestern was, you know, my favorite part of the day is walking up to practice, up to Lakeside, and, you know, the sun rising at 6 a.m. and getting to experience that with my teammates. And it became those little moments that made everything worth it. And you can obviously say like when you lose that winning isn't everything, but, you know, it's those moments and those going through that adversity and those losses and that hardship with your team that really bonds you together and really, you know, kind of puts you sometimes in dark holes personally. Like I just remember the amount of like how often I had to look in the mirror and be like, this is not enough. Like what you're giving is not enough. And I think that ability to, you know, look in the mirror day in and day out after failure, and after coming up short time and time again, it just makes you a stronger person, and it makes you so much more appreciative of those little moments. And, you know, it's easy. It's just like hopping on a bandwagon team. It's easy to be happy, and it's easy to feel good about yourself when everything's going well and when you're winning. But when you go through that, it's a lot harder to feel that fulfillment and feel that happiness. So you get that fulfillment from doing the little things right, and from just, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears that you pour into it every day. So I can't give one thing that kind of made me who I am, or, you know, a loss that kind of changed my mentality. But I just think that, you know, you learn how to demand more of yourself every single day. And now I've realized that probably even if I did win, like, or even when I win now, that's something that's just ingrained in me, is to not take it for granted and enjoy it, and, you know, still be able to realize that there's always going to be another mountain. Even when you climb the one you're on, you don't really get to rest. You hopefully will seek out the next mountain to climb, and you'll never be okay with falling face first, but, you know, you fall face first forward. And that's kind of the main thing that I learned.